All right, looks like we're good to go. Hello, everybody. I'm SirCrossPad, the Pink Knight, and this is my first stream on my personal channel. We're going to be working on a YouTube banner first, as the thumbnail said, but we also have GarageBand open here, and I'll probably be working on some of my game music stuff for my personal game project. So, let us open ProCreate, and let us begin. So you notice here, the first thing we got is my template for a YouTube banner. And I got to follow this template so that this particular banner that I'm making is viewable on multiple platforms and looks nice on all of them. So we got our safe area in bright green in the center. That's where our logo and text is going to go, as well as probably this bright pink shining armored mug here. And then all the other stuff, we're just kind of gonna fill it out. Now the vibe that I was going for this is probably gonna be something akin to Kirby and the Forgotten Land, if anyone out there is familiar with that. All right, let's see here. Let's get a link. All right, loosen up the shoulders. Get the drawing tablet stylus thing, and let's start getting to work. I think I'm gonna start with reducing the opacity. Oh, why you do that? Okay, layer opacity. Send that down. That's the wrong layer. Select the right layer. Layer opacity. Reduce it a little bit. That way it's not super distracting as I'm trying to sketch this out. Layer opacity. Oops. Let's get our iPad front and center, shall we? Alright. I always like to sketch things out in red first. Red works quite well so that you can see what you're doing. And then if I have other objects that I put in, I usually use other bright neon colors like green, cyan, yellow, red, all those. Gloaming is a good brush to use. One which I enjoy quite a bit. Start with red. Alright. So. Let's get our reference for Kirby and the Forgotten Land as well. That's going to be on a different screen. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's my voice, by the way, if you're wondering. Altered slightly electronically, but That's my voice. There we go. Right. All right, Tick Kirby. Let's make this happen. Start by drawing SirCrossPad's head right here. Let's try and start with the hand. Oops, got us some stray red marks. Do 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 do. Not sure I like the arm. Alright. Let's get our shoulders mapped out so we have a better sense of where this is gonna go. It's a process. It takes patience. As with all illustrations. So we want that shoulder raised. The sketchy sketch. All right. Now it's starting to take shape a little bit. And here, get the other foot here. And now that I got the rest of the body sketched out, I can actually get this other arm looking better. I'd say that's a little better proportion. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Let's not exaggerate the helmet crest too much. We getting there. Put some fingers. Okay, so there's that. Might try another composition with him pointing. Whoa. What happened? Oh, I fat fingered the magic wand thing. Whoops. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. All right. Lay out the rough placement for the text. SirCrossPad there. I don't know if I'm going to actually draw bubble letters. That would kind of be a lot of work. I might do it. I don't know yet, but I might. All right, so we got what's going on in the foreground. Although I could probably shrink this down. Oop. I don't want to color fill. Just want to select. Freehand selection. Let's do additive. And go all the way around here. And then you select the arrow up in this top. And then we can shrink it down. Shrink it down. Shrink it down more. Yeah. That's a little better in the size. Then we can add more to the leg. A lot of different design influences for my SirCrossPad character. One that I didn't realize for the longest time is actually Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins. That's a classic. That's a classic like NES series from Capcom. It was like one of their first big ones that got really popular. It's kind of like if Mario were to meet Castlevania, you know what I mean? And Arthur is like a little knight. He's dressed in big suit of armor. Funny thing about the game is whenever he gets hit, he loses a piece of his armor. He gets 2 hits, and if he loses a piece of his armor, you get to see him in his undershorts, in his underpants, running around. Being like, hey, yo, I ain't got no pants no more. The ghosts and goblins broke off my armor. I don't know why Arthur has a New York accent in this case. I don't know. It would actually be more of a voice like this. Ha ha! Farewell, ghosts and goblins. But that's the first influence. Second influence, you guys probably already see it. It's Kirby, of course. That's a big reason why we're kind of roughly taking inspiration from Kirby and the Forgotten Land for the composition on this. I'm going to add another layer so I can start kind of sketching out background elements. I'm going to go with bright green for the green grassy field that we're going to put down here. The green hills. The CrossPad's gonna be running down a green hill here. Put another green hill here. And then a third green hill in the center, kind of in the background, so that we get some green hill going on in our logo and text safe area. And then I think we're gonna move the SirCrossPad text as well. Grab and move, please. Can we grab and move? There we go. I don't really want to rotate. Gotta do it again, because my fat fingers undid what I was doing. And I didn't want my fat fingers to undo what I was doing. Selection empty. It's because you're on the wrong layer again, son. There we go. Now we got it. Gave it a little more space, a little more breathing room in the margins. Imaginary rectangles and grids, that's what you want to think in when you're doing graphic design related stuff. All right, and then blue skies smiling at me. So we're gonna add some clouds up in the top here. Well, hold on. Let's put them on their own separate layer. Let's not forget. Let's keep organized. If we don't keep organized, bad things happen. Do 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 do. Let's Let's make that straight. Let's work in straight lines, eh? Straighter. I don't know, should we have big puffy clouds like that? Might be a little much. But then again, maybe I'm second guessing myself too much. I don't know. What do y'all think? Big poofter clouds? Big poofiness of clouds? Or tone it down a notch? I think I like it a little bit smaller. I actually think I do like the kind of more rounded bottoms on the clouds. Get rid of these annoying red marks. I got other music I've made too, in addition to all this. Do. Alright, let's see here. Another cloud on this side. Whoa! That was unexpected. My microphone full on fell off of its hinge. When did this happen? Oh boy. Yikers. Alright, hold on. Okie dokie. We're back. I had to fix my microphone. It full on fell off the boom arm, so I had to unscrew some stuff and fix it. Should be fine now. It was like really unscrewed. That must have happened over a very long period of time. Da, 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 da. In case anyone's wondering, I did write this. I did compose this music. Fun little loop for an indie game project I really hope to get off the ground. Part of the reason why I started this channel. Hopefully I'll be able to start some devlogs. I'm going to be making it in Godot engine. So I've been learning Godot engine. Learning from our good friend Brackies, if you guys have heard of him. He's actually a very, very good teacher. Knows his stuff. Very knowledgeable dude. He was like the Unity bigwig as far as like tutorials and stuff in Unity for a while there. But then he left for a good chunk of time, and then maybe like half a year before he came back, he released this massive condemnation, this scathing message that really really showed Unity for what it was. Because if you don't know, there was a big scandal where Unity as a company was making some really poor decisions, some very anti-customer decisions that did not go over well with the devs who used the software. And yeah, Brackies didn't like it, so he's like, you know what? I'm learning Godot, and I'm switching over to Godot, and then once I've learned Godot to the best of my ability, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to teach all of you how to use Godot. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some Brackies tutorials. And then what I learn from Brackies, I can share with you guys. And then you guys can share your knowledge. And we can all get smarter. Alright, and then we've of course got to outline the castle in the background. Put it on its own layer. Don't forget your own advice. There we go. I don't know if the castle's actually going to end up pink. It may well not. But figure we'll just start there, see where it goes. Okay. And I want to make sure that it's kind of like in perspective. So we're gonna meet the lines. There we go, that's a little better. Erase the excess. If you don't want a messy final result, it's actually a good idea to keep your sketches relatively clean as well. I mean, don't be a perfectionist. I know all artists are perfectionists to some degree, but it's better to get it done than to get it right, you know what I mean? But still, best practices dictate that we want to have clean sketches so we get clean final results. All right, there we go. Hello, Rogue. Welcome. Just doodling. Rogue is my partner in crime. They're in the chat, if y'all didn't know. Life's been busy, though, so streaming together has been a bit of a challenge to make work. But we'll get there. Eventually, we'll get back to streaming on our other channel, the CrossPad Castle, if you guys aren't familiar. Oops. Yeet. Okay. Got us some of those more defined lines. We're just kind of blocking things out right now. This is the music I composed for the for my indie game project that I want to make. You've heard it before, haven't you? I could have sworn I showed you. It's kind of been a little while, so maybe that's what it is. Character model keeps closing its eyes. I gotta like keep my eyes wide open in order to make it so that my model here doesn't just like have its eyes shut the whole time. Go. One of the castle turrets, kind of had to block it out in the form of boxes so that we maintained some semblance of perspective. I also have some of my other music tracks if you'd like me to switch to those at any point. I got an underwater theme. I got a volcano theme. I was working on a forest theme, but I didn't quite get there. I got the theme for the villains that appear in the game. But I need to put a lot of work in to get like the visual design done. Switch back to the eraser. There we go. And we get the other castle tower. Yes, it is. This is streamed from iPad. I'm working on it in ProCreate. It's very difficult to do cylinders in 3-point perspective and not get all horribly mathematical about it. Like, that looks like that tower is shorter than the other tower, so I'm gonna have to fix it, make it go higher. Select, got it, arrow, not resize, grab, move up. I think that looks better. Angle that down further. Angle it down even further. There we go. That makes it look a little better, even though it's going to be behind my character's head. It's probably not going to make a huge difference, but... some castle windows. More or less in the right place. Doo-ba-doo-boo. Okie dokie. Coming together. Let's switch back to green and alter that hill a little bit. Hill needs a bit more of a gradual crest, so it doesn't look like a castle's floating. And then this hill, probably do that. Oop. Didn't want to exit. The tendency to fat finger stuff. There we go. That's cleaner. Switch back to the pink. Keep working on the castle. And the wall that goes between them. There we go. Oh. Too heavy on the eraser. Binga bong bing. Bing, binga bong bing. Corner would probably end about there. So we're gonna toward that. Increase the opacity of our template layer just a smidge so we can see what we're doing. a big door. Big castle door. So that window would go there. And as the staircase spirals down, the next window would go about here. And go all the way around. Another door right there. Oops. Give this tower kind of a rook top. Like a rook from chess. Yeah! There we go. Got the castle in the background. Let's put a flying banner over here. Just 'cause. Let's make sure to not have it overlap with the tablet section though. It's overlapping with the tablet section just a little bit, but it is what it is. Put it on little feet stands so the wind doesn't blow it over. Okay. So now that we got our castle, we got our hills, we got our SirCrossPad blocked out. Let's start working on it, eh? Why did it undock? Well, I don't know how to fix that, but okay. The show must go on. Do, 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 do. Yellow. That's what we'll use. Use yellow to kind of block out the details a little bit. Oh, that's how. You just close it. Okay. All right. Zooming in. Reduce the brush size a little bit. All right. Get the helmet wings. Yes. Then we're gonna go for the visor. The visor needs to come off a fair amount. And I like to really exaggerate that point. There we go. Don't want to make it too square. Probably should have put this on another layer. Okay. Getting a little rusty drawing myself. Proportions not quite coming out how one would hope. Yeah, that's a little better. Come around like that so that it's crested. So much for clean sketches, eh? Hey, welcome, Oddish. I appreciate you stopping by. I'm making a YouTube banner for my new channel that I just started. Doing art of my Pink Knight character here. But welcome. We just chilling, chatting, listening to some music that I made for my indie game project that I want to get moving on. It's a little too open. That's better. We're gonna have to rework the crest, kinda. Awesome. What kind of art do you do, Oddish? Or are you just an art connoisseur? Less of an artist yourself? It's probably going to go all the way behind. That's going to come off more like that. Proportions not bad. We gotta work on the face shield just a smidge. It's a little thick. There we go. Erase that edge down at the bottom just a little bit. There we go. I think I'm getting it. All right, now, SirCrossPad shoulder pads. The L and R buttons. See, from this perspective, would this be the L button or the R button? This would be the R button. Unless I'm going dyslexic again. Oh, you like doing Pokemon art? That's cool. I haven't done Pokemon art in a long time. That would be a fun little thing. That'd be fun to try out. And the animes, of course. Isn't that kind of interchangeable? Isn't it kind of assumed that if one does Pokemon art that odds are they do a good amount of anime art as well? At least that's what I would think, you know. Like the show is an anime, the game is done in kind of an anime style. All right. There's the R button. Now we work on L button. Gotta try and at least maintain some semblance of proportion here, though, with the shoulders. Probably slope down a little more extremely. So aside from Pokemon, what kind of anime art are we looking at? We kind of going for the more modern stuff, or are we more of a vintage anime appreciator? Go. All right, moving on to SirCrossPad's chest plate. The old controller chest plate. It's gonna kind of come off his chest a little bit. Go. Based on that positioning, come off a little more. We got people being like, hold up, a stream up in the Discord. Dragon Ball and Digimon. I see you are a person of culture as well. So you like more of the long-running shonen stuff. Stuff that's been around. Stuff that's, frankly, kind of anime comfort food at this point. I'll be honest, some of the new stuff weirds me out. I grew up watching a lot of anime, but some of the newer shows, they're weird. They're bizarre. And frankly, they're leaning into like a lot of gore stuff as well. I don't know. Can only handle so much of that. And honestly, if you're gonna have the gore factor, you gotta have really good writing for me. It's not working. That chest plate's not looking the way I want it to. Bring it down more. That's better. That's looking more like a controller, huh? Video game controller. Although it's kind of starting to look like a Sega Genesis controller in proportion a little bit. Very boomerang-esque. I gotta kind of shrink it down over here a little bit. There we go. New stuff is I'm old. The world every day keeps making me feel like I'm old as well. Every day, another person gets a day older. Zoom it out. Sometimes you gotta zoom out your drawing to get a little bit of a bird's eye view. A little shift in perspective can go a long way. That's better. That's better. All right. Just kind of roughly block in the D-pad right there. And then we got the select button, the start button. Also like JRPGs. Again, assumed with Pokemon as well as Digimon. Pretty much all the Digimon games are JRPG in some regard. The one that I really want to play again is Xenoblade Chronicles X. I actually got that one back when it was on the Wii U. Had a lot of fun with it, but never managed to beat it. But now they're re-releasing it on the Switch. And I was hoping to pick it up eventually. Some Sonic, of course. The good old blue blur rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow his rainbow. Can't stick around, gotta keep moving on. Guess what lies ahead? Only one way to find out. Recently watched the Sonic 3 movie. A lot of inspiration from Sonic Adventure 2, obviously, with Shadow being added in. Keanu Reeves on vocals with Shadow. Okay, there we go. Got the controller chest plate. Now we got our little armor abdominal plate. I don't know what you call that. I don't know what the formal name is. I'm not a medieval armor expert. Then you got his kind of cloth kilt-like thing. Although he has pants under that. He's not going full-on Scottish. Lol, what? What do you mean, lol, what? What happened? I said he has pants. I mean full-on Scottish in that, like, you know, back in the medieval days, Scottish peoples, men in particular, did not wear any semblance of pants or underpants under their kilts. SirCrossPad doesn't do that. I'm wigging out. Uh-oh. Is the stream jittering? Jittering and juddering and sputtering? Let me see here. No, from what I'm seeing, it's good. Still good. You get the SirCrossPad, you don't get the pants. But I said you do get the pants. I said he was not. Oh, my character wigged out. Okay, you mean like... Alright, well. That happens. You do a VTuber avatar, it's only as good as your software. And we using free software. So, you know, it is what it is. His back leg is kind of extending backwards a little funky. I'm gonna have to fix that. Not enough foreshortening. Let's erase that part, and that part, and that part. And that part. There we go. There we go. Now we got the foreshortening. Doesn't look quite so weird. Back to the yellow for the details. Need to make me a new SirCrossPad? That's quite an undertaking. It's a lot of work. Ah, man, now his leg looks too short to me. Am I overshooting? Yeah, I am overshooting. Alright, well, fixed it. I think. Did I fix it? Bruh. Position isn't far enough over. There we go. Got the eye position. Where the legs and feet need to go. Got his little fisticuffs. No feet. Yeah, that's right, man. No feet. Oh man, onto the hands, the bane of existence for every artist on the planet. F in the chat for all the poorly drawn hands that any artist has ever done. And then redone. And then redone again. And then redone again after that. Okay. Kinda got it, ish. I'm not gonna belabor it too much in the secondary sketch. Once we get to final line art, that's for 3D too. Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, Rogue in the chat there, my partner in crime, she does 3D art. She says that doing 3D hands is just about as bad. Just about as bad. Zero improvements. Doesn't make it easier, whether you're doing it in 2D or 3D. It's just the bane of every artist's existence. Doesn't matter what medium you're using. That thumb is too small. Okay. Now I gotta add these. One, two, three of these. What do they call those anyway? I don't know. It's like a mask grate, so that they don't suffocate in their helmets. I don't know. In 3D, you get salad fingers. Oh no, that sounds awful. Sounds terrible. What? My model freaked out again. Salad fingers when you subdivide. Words like subdivision, now we're getting into true 3D nerd territory. Regular people don't know what subdivisions are. I mean, maybe mathematically they might, but in terms of what it means for 3D art. I mean, basically the way it works is you turn every polygon into 4 polygons almost. I mean, not quite, but almost. So basically it'll turn a square polygon into 4 more squares. And then it kind of averages the distance. Excuse me. Goodness sake. Be right back. See you soon. There we go. Just realized. Keep getting Discord notifications from the CrossPad Castle Discord. If y'all haven't joined that, I haven't actually put a link. Oh boy. How could I have forgotten? Hold on. I'm gonna put a link to our Discord in the chat. All right, copied and pasted. It's sent in the chat. Oh. Why is it logged in like that? Weird. That's weird. Alright. Oh, hey, Fish and Sucks. Welcome. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since we streamed, frankly, but here I am. Rock you like a hurricane. Name is V now. All right, VD Productions. Good to know. I will do my best. I'll put a note in the Discord so that I don't forget. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. See profile. How do I add a note? There we go. Add a note. VD Production on YouTube. Okay, and then goes by V. Got it. Thought you missed the stream in the Discord? No. Nah, you didn't. Next time, just all you gotta do is click it. Just click play on the actual like video pane in the Discord, and it'll take you right to it. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to do that, because this is a separate channel. This is a separate channel for me. Beep bop boop bop beep. On Discord, it doesn't say it's a live stream. Huh. I could have sworn I said it a bunch when I actually announced it. It's fine. No biggie. No sweat. Do 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 you do 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 do. Oh, the other thing is, if you didn't know, oh, I know, yeah. I mean, I don't think Discord distinguishes, actually. Discord doesn't distinguish whether or not it's, Let me put this, oh, move the layer. Move the layer up top. Yeah, the other thing is, for this stream is beforehand I made this. This is a template for YouTube banners, and I actually have a link in the description if y'all want to download it and use it for yourself. Basically has all of the pixel dimensions and proportions and stuff that you need to know so that you can make your YouTube banner look good no matter what you're looking at it on, whether it's a TV, whether it's maximum size on your desktop, whether it's a tablet like this one, or whether it's minimized on your desktop or it's on mobile. That's what all this stuff means. That's what all this stuff means here. Oh no. I made a mark on it and I didn't realize. It's fine. It's fine. You didn't see that. Nobody saw that. There we go. Boop. There we go. But yeah, that bright green area, that's why I got my character's face right there in the bright green. I got my fist pumping in the bright green, and then just kind of a rough placement of text that's not That's not what the text is going to look like. Hey, Keon, welcome. It's been a while. The gang is slowly trickling in. Just have some pit crew thing as my banner for the meantime. Nothing beats learning how to do it yourself. With all of the AI generated schlock that we keep getting. Nothing like making your own banner yourself. You learn a lot in the process, and you can use just about any software you want. In the description, I recommend Krita for people who have, like, I don't know, just like a laptop, like a personal PC of some kind. Why did I say personal PC? That means personal computer. Anyway, you can download Krita, because the link to that's in the description as well, and you can install it on your computer. It's free and open source. It's a great piece of software. There's all kinds of guides and a helpful community that'll teach you how to use Krita, and it's a powerful piece of software. That's what I use to make the thumbnail for this stream. So the big words, it says making a YouTube banner and all that stuff. I mean, I drew the art, of course. The background is actually from Smash Brothers. Laptop can't run Krita. Oh no, that's not good. I'd have to do some research then. Man, if your laptop can't run Krita, I mean, no offense, but we're moving into potato territory at that point. If your laptop can't run Krita, oof. I'll look it up. I'll look it up a little bit later. I'll see if I can find like a mobile alternative. If you have what is it? I think Ibis Paint is one you can use, and then there's oh man. Let's see, Ibis Paint, and then what was it called? There was another one. It's on Android, it's on iOS. Oh, it's a Chromebook. Okay, so here's the thing about Chromebooks. They're just tablets with keyboards attached to them. That's it. They're not really PCs. That's why. Because the other thing is Krita isn't, so Chromebooks also emulate Windows using like all kinds of like software wizardry, but the thing is, it's very poor wizardry, because whenever you have to emulate a program in Google Chrome, like maybe you'd be able to get Office, like Microsoft Office, to work, but that's about it. If it's a graphic software, that added encoding of the emulation on the Chromebook, it's gonna make any Windows native program just not function at all. Like, not well at all. So, no, I know that the Chromebook is a laptop as far as its form factor, but I'm talking about like virtually, as far as like the internal components and electronics that make the Chromebook go and do computer. It's basically all tablet hardware. And even then, it's generally kind of a low-powered, low-end tablet. So tablet hardware with just a standard laptop form factor on the outside. If that makes sense. The one advantage to that, though, is that Chromebooks can run a lot of Android apps. So again, things like Ibis Paint. That's a decent program, and it's free. The thing is, in order for it to function well on your Chromebook would have to have a touchscreen, and I know that not all Chromebooks have touchscreens. So I don't know. It's just something you gotta work through. There's also it's a browser app. A lot of people pronounce it Photopia. But it's actually spelled like photo and then P, like the vegetable, PEA. But a lot of people call it Photopia. Let me spell it in the chat for you. But it's just it's a website basically, but the functionality is actually really similar to Photoshop. So if you're extremely limited by your hardware, like a Chromebook, Photopia can actually work relatively well to make custom thumbnails and YouTube banners and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So if you're stuck on a Chromebook, I would look into Photopia. It's literally just a website. It's in your browser. You don't have to install anything. You might have to make an account with them, I think, but that's about it. Once you get the account, you can access all kinds of features that are actually very similar to Photoshop. Not exactly like Photoshop. It's limited in some capacity, so don't expect like, $1,000 software features for just a browser-based, free-to-use website. But it'll get you where you need to go, and it'll definitely start you off. And also the user interface will kind of get you used to like a Photoshop-esque interface as well. So if in the future you graduate to Photoshop, from what I understand, transitioning from Photopia to Photoshop isn't that hard. Yeah, I mean, honestly, learning Photoshop is an elective thing anyway. There are so many tutorials. Best thing to do is just teach yourself. But again, don't start on Photoshop if you have a Chromebook. Photoshop's not going to run on a Chromebook. Start with Photopia. See how it runs for you. I don't know how good the net code and all that is for it, but from what I hear, it's good in a pinch. It's very good in a pinch. Okie dokie. So I think we got our secondary details sketched in. I think we're going to make a line art layer, and we're going to start actually going full-on line art here. Let's rename this layer to line so I don't lose track of it. And then we gotta get us some dark line thing. And then we can kind of make that go away for now. Okay, we're on the line layer. And just for the sake of variety, we're gonna switch over to a different song. Let's go to the Crypto Mines. This is music that I wrote for my indie game project that I'm trying to make. No, it crashed! GarageBand, why you do this to me? Okay, try again. Okay, Crypto Mines. Come on, load. You can do it. You can do it! I know you can do it! Okay, it can do it. Hold up. Why doesn't it have the... Oh, it doesn't have the beginning on it. And I forgot how to enable it again. Hold on. Aha, there it is. Yeah, we want to play all sections. That way we can hear the sweet intro that I wrote. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. What's the game about? It's gonna be called CrossPadCruscade, and it's gonna star me and Rogue, basically. Pretty sure what I want to do. Here's like real long-term plans here. This is big picture stuff. What I want to do is make it relatively small in scope. Have the first one just be me and Rogue playable, and then I would like, as I get better at game dev, just in general, as a discipline, what I want to do is I want to make like, Super CrossPadCruscade, or something like that, as the sequel. I don't know. That's working title, but that one would be 4-player, simultaneous, and would have 2 additional characters aside from me and Rogue in it. But yeah, it's basically just going to be like a 2.5D platformer. At least that's the goal. There's a chance it could just be 2D pixel platformer, and then the sequel might be a 2.5D platformer. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. As far as the core ideas, I don't want to spoil too much. But basically, the entire crusade that's being launched is that SirCrossPad and Rogue are trying to save the gaming industry that's being destroyed by a bunch of villainous rich dudes who call themselves the Super Tech Bros. But anyway, that's the basis of it. I mean, there could be a mobile edition, possibly. I don't know for sure. I know that Godot Engine makes it really easy to export for Android operating systems. So it's possible. The thing is, that one would have to be scaled down and probably just be single player, where you pick either SirCrossPad or Rogue. Or I don't know, maybe you'd switch between them. Maybe I could have some mechanics where you switch between SirCrossPad and Rogue. I don't know. This is very early stage stuff. I'm still working on what's called my design doc. And a design doc is basically like a text document of some kind. You make it in whatever program just writes text. And it basically organizes all of the ideas and kind of describes the mechanics of the game, the goals of the game, maybe introduces some of the basic designs for the characters, character backstory, overall story for the game. It just helps you organize all your ideas so that you can figure out, before you actually start implementing things, what is actually necessary to get the game finished and what is not. It's much easier to cut things from a design doc than it is to cut things from an entire game project that's already well into development. if that makes sense. So, again, only in the design doc phase. But yeah, it's a work in progress. But yeah, the villains are the super tech bros, and the theme that's playing right now is the song that would play in the Crypto Mines stage. And basically it's commenting about how, like, you know, cryptocurrency is a scam. And the super tech bros obviously own the crypto mines. But we're diving down into the crypto mines to try and defeat the super tech bros' evil minions and stuff. But anyway, let's I digress. I'm gonna get back to actually drawing my little avatar here. And this time we're gonna be kind of surgical precision. Part of the reason why I like ProCreate is because there's an interesting feature where, make sure I'm on the right layer, yes. And then let's reduce the opacity of the sketch layer, actually. Gonna make it fade a little bit. So basically PETA games, but not PETA? Are we talking about that association for animal rights? Or is this a different game company called PETA Games? I'm not familiar. But anyway, the reason why I like ProCreate is because what you can do is you can start drawing a line, and then if you hold it, it'll smooth it out just kind of automatically. If you see up at the top it says edit arc, it actually lets you like edit the lines post drawing them, which is really nice. My line weight is way too fat though. I gotta shrink that down for sure. See? Nice clean arc just by holding your stylus down. It helps a lot. The animal people. I was not aware that PETA made games. Is that a thing you were aware of, Rogue? I've never heard of that. Yikes. So, something tells me that PETA should probably stay in their lane. I'm not sure that video games is the correct venue for that kind of Stop. Rogue says yes, and they're horrifying. Pokemon tearing each other apart. Why would you... PETA. Why? Why, PETA? Come on, guys. Like... Here's something you don't understand, PETA. If you pitch a game that's Pokemon tearing each other apart, right? Isn't that just Pal World? Gamers love that stuff. You're not helping your cause, you're hurting it. By making a game where you have Pokemon tearing each other apart. Because some gamers just love going postal that way. They're like, oh man, like basically Grand Theft Auto, but Pokemon? Yeah, dude, I'm all for that. Let's go for it. That's super fun. Yeah. Like, oh man. Obviously don't know how to read the room there. Why did it polygon? I want an arc. Give me a nice clean curve. ProCreate. There we go. I have to erase this. Crest was a little too exaggerated. There we go. Yeah, they made an awful parody of, Super Meat Boy, where Meat Boy's the bad guy when he's really the victim because the villain was drugging him? Oh, man. That's... wow. It's pretty unhinged. It's a very unhinged description of something that probably shouldn't exist that apparently does. There we go. Got my little wing-a-lings on the side of my helmet. They made evil cooking good gravy, dude. I feel like whatever actual dev they hired for that was just trolling them the entire time. Had to have been trolling them. Like, seriously, absolutely would have had to have been trolling them. Because, like, that's... That's just absurd, dude. I don't even... Nope. Get a thick line there. Get a thick boy tapered line. No, that's a little too thick, boy. There we go. That's nice. That's a nice clean line there. All right, helmet's taking shape. Nope. Start thin, go thick, end thin again. That's the other thing I really like about ProCreate and drawing on an iPad, is because you can get the lines like really clean. You can get nice line variation as far as the line width and stuff. It's nice. It's a very nice final result. The Evil Cooking Mama one had horrible editing, missing words and false instructions. Oh boy. Yeah, they were just trolling him for sure. No doubt. No doubt they were just trolling him. Seriously, like whatever dev was like, I'm getting paid for this, but like I'm just gonna troll it. Deliberately sabotage the project. Still on the line layer, just making sure. I've had one too many drawings where like I was putting the line art on top of the sketch lines, so like I couldn't just like make the sketch lines disappear and leave everything else. That was not a thing that it was gonna let me do, which turned out very bad. Oh, we got a pink line on the clouds layer. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, because you don't want to overlay your clean lines on top of your rough sketch lines, because then that's just wasted work. Yeah, I hate it too. Most of the games that turn people vegan, like playing a game where I'm brutally murdering virtual turkeys. Yeah, that's not how the Force works, PETA. I'm sorry, like you gotta come up with a better. You got to come up with a better method of persuasion. Not that I have a problem against like people who are vegan or who advocate for animal rights. Like, if that's what you believe in, by all means, go for it. But what I would not recommend is trying to guilt people using video games when, like, really most of the people who are going to do that, who are going to play those, are people who are memeing and making fun of your work and generally just like trolling you. You know what I mean? And then they're going to show it to their community, who's probably going to join in on the trolling, and like it's the wrong venue. It is by far the wrong venue. They got to come up with a better means of public relations and whatnot. Their public image isn't that great to start with, and they're doing weird publicity stunts like that. I don't know. I feel like they just do that kind of stuff to farm donations. They're not really being serious. That's just where I'm coming from, though. And again, don't head into my comment section and try to verbally blow my head off or something, because like I again don't have any problem with vegans. I just feel like if this is what they're doing, they're probably grifting people. You know what I mean? There are probably better, more well-equipped organizations that are actually genuine, who are fighting for the cause in a very real capacity, that aren't wasting people's time and money like PETA is. I'm just saying. Yeah, honestly, you shouldn't try and guilt or force people into a vegan lifestyle, because like it's not, if it's not genuine, how are they going to stick with it? If they don't truly believe in what they're doing and they're just trying it because their friends told them or because PETA guilted them or whatever, like, are they really going to stay vegan long term? Is it really going to be sustainable in the long run as far as like getting people to fix the problem that you're trying to overcome? I don't know. Again, there's better ways. There's better ways. Actually, I want to keep the curve of the freehand line there. Yeah, they don't care. They're a crappy organization. That's the thing. I tend to agree, because as an outsider looking in, it doesn't seem genuine. It really feels like they're just trying to farm donations from people who feel very strongly about animal rights and veganism and all that stuff. but they're not actually leading in a way that addresses the problem in any meaningful or productive capacity. That's just where I'm coming from. Just my 2 cents. Like all opinions on the internet, I don't know, throw them out first you hear them. It's just my opinion. Looking cool, SirCrossPad. Yeah, when you're doing the line art, especially when you're getting this fine-tuned, this granular, this zoomed in, it especially helps to zoom it out every so often, get some perspective on it. No, don't give me... Oh, there we go. I guess I undid it. Sorry, they're just stray marks. You get these stray little marks sometimes, and it drives me nuts. Let's just get rid of all those. Tappy till they're all gone. Even someone with medical issues, I could never be vegan because there are lots of foods I can't eat, like green beans or strawberry. Yeah. I mean, that's the other thing. I don't feel like you should force people, because again, like, some people might just physiologically not be able to handle it the way that you can. And assuming that everyone's doing it just because they're vicious monsters who want to harm the cute little furry aminals, it doesn't look at the whole picture. It doesn't get the whole story. Oops, stray mark. Yeah. See how that line was all squiggly? Squiggly and jiggly and wiggly and totally not clean? This is why I love ProCreate, man. Just for that alone. Just for the ability to create clean, arcing lines with relative ease. I love this program. Unfortunately, it's iOS only, so unless you have an Apple device like an iPhone or an iPad or something like that, you can't. It's no. Well, I disconnected and reconnected for a second there. Am I back? Hello? No. There we go. All right. We're back. We're good. Sorry, everybody. Technical difficulties and all that. Bing, binga, bing, bonk. Good. I'm glad the OBS sorted it out automatically on its own, and I didn't have to do a bunch of stuff to fix the stream, because that's the worst, man. Sometimes you just want to do your art and not have to worry about hiccups like that. we go. Most safe foods are quite literally meat and things like shrimp. The only fruits you can eat are grapes, huh? Man. I hope you're managing all right despite all that. Dietary restrictions can be tough to deal with. Rogue knows that firsthand. Gotta round that off. That's a little too football shaped. That bothers me. Why does that bother me so much? The other thing you can do is you can do the curve smoothing on erase marks as well. That's real nifty. I just did that right now. I don't know if you guys noticed. But yeah, like if you draw a curve and then let's say you like, oh no, I messed up my curve. Oh, what am I gonna do? You just switch to the eraser. You draw another curve. And then you can kind of like wiggle it around until you get it to where you want it. And then you more or less fixed your curve. You know? Super nifty. Like that. I love this program, man. ProCreate is very powerful. If y'all can ever get your hands on an iPad, in my opinion, it's worth it just for ProCreate if you're an artist. If you're not an artist, a lot of iPads just end up being like a dedicated streaming device, you know? You don't really end up doing much with it beyond that. But if you're an artist, phenomenal cosmic power is at your fingertips. Bing bing bong. Yes. I know this seems like it's utter snail pace, and you know, it is what it is. I apologize, but clean line art is just kind of my thing. If I'm going to put in the effort, I'm going to go all in. No cut corners. Only smoothness. Do 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 do. Okay, and then I need this to be thicker for the D-pad. Shrink my brush back down. Darken those lines a little bit. Square off those edges a little bit. There we go. Nice. Nice. That is exceedingly thin. Starting to select, looking like watermelon seeds. You can't eat ice cream or milkshakes. Oh man. I'm sorry. F in the chat for fishing for V's inability to eat or drink ice cream in any capacity. I feel for you. Dun 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 dun. All right, time for a new song. Time for a new song, real quick. First, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show off my it's very short. I'm not going to keep it on the whole time, but it's the Super Tech Bros theme song, basically. The villains of the whole thing. Let's see. Lords of the Cloud is what I called it. Dun 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 dun. I really like this theme. I'm very proud of myself for having made it. That jazz piano, though. We'll let it play through one more time just for good measure. Just for good musical measure. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. That's that one. That's the theme song of the main villains of my game. I think I'm going to go to the water theme. That one's got some soothing vibes. I called it the Ether Stream. Took heavy influence from the underwater theme from Donkey Kong Country. Although I'm not sure I'd ever be able to top that Grammy-worthy composition from David Wise. If they had Grammys for video game music, underwater theme from Donkey Kong Country the first, it would have won it, man. make those shadows thicker. Can't see them from far away. That's better. Excuse me, goodness sake. Moving on to the arm. Yeah. Put one of those big beefy arms back on there for good measure. I don't know if you guys ever seen Strong Bad. Or maybe I just said something that I'm gonna regret. It's gonna make me feel very old. Hey, it's Ducky! Yes! Yes! The Duckman has entered the chat. Everyone roll out the red carpet for the Ducky Ninja. Or maybe he prefers to be a little more secretive and clandestine. Like is the want of a ninja. Is that fisticuff too big? Is that puncher got too much punch? I can't tell. I've been doing this a while. I'm starting to second guess all my creative choices. No, I guess it's looking all right. Oh, good gravy, Rogue. He's a thick boy. He got thick fists. He got the thickest fists on the interwebs. I don't know. That's like less Mario and more Wario punching status. Choosing big bonk in character creation. Big fisty bonk. They'll never expect the hidden one to actually be the guy in the spotlight. Oh, man. So you like Batman. You like to make a big entrance and then pretend that you're a ninja. Got it. So Ducky, since you're coming in late, if you want more Mario-esque, the upward punch needs to be a straight arm. No, it's nah. I'm not trying to go full on Mario. Just kind of loosely influenced by. You know what I mean? Wouldn't want the Nintendo ninjas coming after me now, would I? they'll sue you. They'll take all your money. They'll sue you if you even look at them funny. Bing, ding, bong. Those guys have me outclassed. Oh man. Hey, at least you know your limits, Ducky. You know that you could never out ninja the Nintendo ninjas. Yes. Looking good there, Mr. Big Bunk Pink Knight. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. No, but Ducky, you came in late, and I was actually talking about how the music that I'm playing here is tracks that I wrote for what I hope to be a CrossPad Castle video game. Basically, I'm gonna make it in Godot engine. I'm gonna do my best to make it happen. But I was talking about how the villains are the basic premise of the game is that SirCrossPad and Rogue are going to save the gaming industry, and in doing so, we're going to be going up against the richest and evilest peoples that gaming has ever seen, and they call themselves the Super Tech Bros. It's gonna be a platformer. It's like 100%. I love platformers. Always have. I figured I'd start with something that's tried and true if it's gonna be like my first game project. I'm not gonna get all crazy and experimental and expect myself to develop the next Balatro or something. But I'm only in the design doc phase, and I might even use, like, I'm hoping to kind of go all out for this art. I know that it's just like line art now, but when I do the shading and stuff, I'm gonna try and get some really nice, like, dynamic lighting and stuff. And if I can do that, I would hope to use at least pieces of this artwork for like a Steam splash page or something. But that's still way down the road. We'll see if that actually happens. Again, right now I'm in the design doc phase, so I'm just organizing my ideas, writing it all down so that I can then take inventory of all of the assets that I might need and all the stuff that I would need to gather to make it happen. I've learned how to import Unreal Engine assets into Godot engine, and that will essentially enable me to utilize a rather large library of free Unreal Engine assets that I've amassed over the course of years, redeeming all of Unreal Engine's freebies that they give out. And it'll essentially just, I mean, it's not going to be an asset flip. I'm not gonna call it a full-on Like that just feels irresponsible. But what I am going to do is I'm going to utilize my resources wisely to make sure that everything isn't so overwhelming. And if I need to edit 3D models or something, I can do that, so that everything still feels cohesive. You know what I mean? Bring back the suited Gold Knight CEO from the old skits as a villain? Absolutely! Sir Cash Grab? Absolutely. He's definitely going to be among the super tech bros. Fall. There we go. And this song is the water theme from the game. Basically the water levels. I don't know if I already said that while you were here, but bong. This one's the best out of all of them. Well, I personally, I'm partial to the overworld field theme that we started the stream with, but no, I did say, Rogue, that the one of the biggest inspiration pieces for this song was the underwater theme from Donkey Kong Country, and that's Rareware. That's David Wise. I mean, David Wise isn't part of Rareware anymore. He's moved on to bigger and better things, but he is still a legendary, award-winning music composer in the gaming world. Something somebody would put in a lo-fi playlist. So is the underwater theme from the first Donkey Kong Country. I don't know if you've ever heard that, but I don't know if you guys ever noticed this, but the inspiration for SirCrossPad's feet shape is actually Toon Link from Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass. Also, technically Minish Cap as well. But yeah, that's where SirCrossPad's feats got their inspiration from. Doesn't quite look right. There we go. That's where that smooth curve erase tool comes in handy. Yes! Alright, got it. So now we need to add the white lines. I need to make sure it's actual white lines. Ducky says, I knew it! Yeah, you know how to read it. It's good shape language. I don't know, it's just, it works. It's simple, but elegant. Everyone said that Toon Link's design was absolutely terrible when Wind Waker came out, but like, it has stood the test of time, and all the naysayers are like, you know what? I was wrong. They did a really good job on Toon Link. Do. Nope. That curve messed up. There we go. Get the white lines for when we color that in. Speaking of Wind Waker, I recently learned a bit about making models and applying them to the game for its randomizer. That's cool. Texture mapping for recolors. That's really cool. I will learn that stuff eventually, especially if it's going to be 2.5D. Again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to put in all the work required to make it 2.5D. It really depends on if I want to learn like 3D modeling and animation, or if I just want to stick to what I know and do like sprite animation and 2D stuff. I would really, really like it to be 2.5D. That would be the most ideal. Shrink that line down. All right, there we go. I think he's good. I think it turned out pretty well. Oh, he has a belt. I forgot the belt. Whoops. All right, let's... There we go, belt. Okay. So CrossPad's ready to platform. Okay. See how it looks with kind of all the other elements thrown in there. Kinda. We're seeing it come together. Rename this to SirCrossPad line. Because that castle's got some complex shapes. Yeah, don't like neglect eating on my account, V. Like, please take care of yourself. Eat food if you need it. Do whatever you gotta do. Thing is, I don't know what color I want the interior lines for the castle to be, or the exterior lines, not interior. Like, I don't know if I want it to be full on pink. I know I want pink integrated into, but I'm not. We'll start with dark lines for now, and then we'll see what happens. Fade the castle out a little bit. We'll keep the green lines there. Okay, add another layer. Rename to Castle Line. Because that's the next most complex object in the scene. Bigger. chest there. Layer. Good. Routine is literally eat, game, sleep. Oh man, to be able to do that. Go. Close enough. It's not perfect, but can't obsess over perfect. Getting there. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Dorito shell taco from Taco Bell. Oh man. One of those memes that lives rent-free in my brain. The Dorito shell taco meme. From Anonymous. It's not exactly a technical architectural drawing, but meh. We do our best. Bing, 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 bong. Okie dokie. Would that even show? I gotta... Nope. Alright, so that tower's pretty much good. Texture the castle wall a little bit. There we go. Nice. This is coming together nicely. I am pleased with this. Do, 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 do. All right, last one. The last song that we haven't heard yet is Fire and Earth. Again, by SirCrossPad, by me. I wrote this one also. This is the volcano one. Very bass. Much bass in this song. Actually got to turn it down a little bit. That's pretty loud. There we go. Better. Do 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 do. There we go. Whoa. Freaked out on me a little bit there. Do 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 do. I don't know, everybody. Does this sound like a bubbling volcano? A sleepy bubbling volcano? My stream's gone. What? It says excellent connection. Hold up. Gotta check the stream, guys. gonna have to get to the bottom of this. Yeah, it's live. Can you not? What? It should be live. We going? Yeah, it's live. We're still going. Had me scared there for a second. Okay. Just had to check for a second. Wasn't sure what was happening. Do a square door here. Shrink that down a lot, goodness sake. Okie dokie. Oh man, getting hand cramps. I've been drawing for a while. pre-recorded stream. How shameless. No. No, Ducky. No. That's not how I roll here. No. Must have cut out for a little bit because a couple people dropped out of the stream in the audience. I know. I've been hyper focusing, listening to the music, vibing. Sorry. Sometimes when I get caught up in the artistic aspect of things, I forget that other people are here watching. Oh man. Do, 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 do. I'm still here. I'm glad y'all are still here. It means a lot, believe it or not. Do 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 do. That side turned out better than the other side. That's annoying. but I'm gonna move on. That is very inconsistent line width. Again, very inconsistent line width. Thick. Too thin. There we go. The Tower. The Tower of Power. Maybe that's what I'll call it. Maybe I'll call it the Tower of Power. At the top of the castle. Nice. Oh, I forgot the crenellations on that wall. On this wall. Dang it. Okay. That's what these little like extra bricks on top of the thing are. These right here. These extra blocky blocks. They're called crenellations. I'm a history nerd. Do not at me. And I gotta erase. There we go. Crenellations. Got him. Yeah, it is getting to dinner time, ain't it? Oh boy. Okay. I gotta speed run. I gotta speed run this last tower. Is that too thick? That too thick boy a line? Should probably start thick and end thin, huh? Yeah, that looks better. Start thick. End thin. Dokie. Gotta thin that line down. Too much. Right. And I made my mark. All right, guys. I know that we only got to line art phase, but I'm gonna continue work on this another time. It was enjoyable. I enjoyed chatting with everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. And hopefully I'll see y'all in the next stream. I don't know. Maybe next time we'll play a game instead or something. But anyway, you guys have a good one. Toodles.